Hey, Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps with Boxing Social in partnership with Forged Irish Stout, Empire Fight Store, and freebets.com, and I'm joined now with the one and only Teofimo Lopez Sr. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Be water, my friend. This is my son's favorite book.
What is it called?
Be Water,
Be Water, my friend.
By Bruce Lee. Okay. Everybody get it. It's awesome.
Is like the whole team reading that right now?
Yes. No, not really. So it's just him. Yeah, he's just into it, And, that's what we do. When we go in there, we do a little bit of simulation of like Bruce Lee, like counter and attack type of style, And he did to me and to him, he's our hero,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk a bit about camp and how everything went. Teo seems in great spirits. That obviously says a lot about how camp went, but just from your own words?
I mean, I never seen him this happy, and that has to do a lot with him knowing what I went through with him and how happy I am with him and how much I love him, and he's starting to notice that because, well, he knows that now because it's the same feeling he feels towards his son. So that sparked something really big inside of him, and he's been active since. I heard he said to me he's been active since August. So with his son, training, takes him to the gym almost every day. His son likes. My grandson likes to box. Which is crazy.
He does. I think that's so great.
It's amazing, because
it's natural to him.
Yeah, just like my son. I never.
Was that how Teo was when he was little?
Exactly, because
really?
I tried everything with him. I tried Taekwondo he was in Taekwondo for 3 years. I was boxing, and it just happened. I was parking my vehicle. I had a limo. I was parking. I told my coach, just watch my son for a second, and when I came back, he said, yo, listen, your son is talented, So that's where it started. But it wasn't something like I pushed him into it, It just happened. It was supposed to happen, We had just moved from New York to Florida, and he left the Taekwondo in New York. And when we got to Florida, I wanted to put him in the gym again. And basically, I started boxing because we lived like a block away from Davy Powell, which is a police athletic league right over there. So they have the boxing program. So I started boxing there, and it was just meant to be, man. And that's where the story started.
Well, you've got a big fight ahead of him, Jamaine Ortiz. What do you make of Jamaine? Obviously, there's that history from when they were children.
Yeah, we fought Jamaine Ortiz in the Golden Glove Nationals, in the finals. I think we wasn't supposed to fight him. I think that we were supposed to fight somebody else, but they didn't make the weight. I think it was Malik Montgomery, which was to us a tougher competition. Which we beat him in the finals in the Olympic trials to make the Olympic team for USA. And that's where we fought him, and my son beat him unanimous. And we're gonna do the same thing, all over again.
Because Teo's obviously he's got the fight in the ring on the night, I'd like to discuss a few names with you, if you don't mind, because I don't like kind of dropping too much prior to the fight during fight week. But with you, I feel like I can do that. Bill Haney has actually been calling out Teofimo's name a little bit lately. What do you make of that? Obviously, that's a fight that you guys have openly said that you would like to make.
Well, I think somebody said that Bill Haney was training Jamaine Ortiz or something, so I don't know where that came from, but I heard something like that. Listen, we're here to take the biggest fights. Haney got a belt that we want, and that fight could be made easily. It's up to them if they want to take it. But my son been calling everybody out. When my son was gonna let go of the belt, Devin Haney wanted to fight for that Bacon belt against Barbosa. When I told my son, I said, you ain't gonna leave that belt. I told him, listen, Devin want that belt to fight Barbosa for the Bacon title. We're not going to let him do that again to us, He already took that easy route with Cambosos. We ain't going to let him take it again. And so that's when my son came back from retirement because of that. And what happened? Devin Haney came and said, I want to fight Prograis. He went the easy route, because Prograis is an incoming fighter. You know what I'm saying? Strong fighter. Don't take nothing away from Prograis. But, Devin Haney's a weight bully. He gets his confidence from being way bigger than the other guy, And props to him, whatever makes him, be victorious is all right with him. But we do want that fight. I mean, we want every fight. I mean, we're the only ones that have been proven that we want to fight the best. You know, they call him crazy to fight Loma. They call him crazy to fight Josh Taylor. And now they're calling him crazy because we want to fight Terrence Crawford. And that's for real. He really wants to, you know, because he pushes himself. He doesn't want to be around knowing that he's not the best. You know what I'm saying? He wants to walk around the globe knowing that he's the best, you know? So that's why he does it.
It's funny enough because when I asked Conor Benn about Teofimo wanting to fight Terrence at 147, that was actually a name that he was interested in facing maybe at 147. What do you make of that?
I really don't know anything about Conor Ben, whatever his name is. All I know is that we just want the best fighters, you know, and we're looking out to try to fight Terrence Crawford. Hopefully we get that fight. If not, we're just going to have to fight another Jamaine Ortiz, you know. He's been fighting the toughest fight, man. You know, and we always fighting the boogeyman, you know, and we take the hardest work all the time. You know, it's time for somebody to come and step to us and try to take the fight. You know, we call out Matias, you know, because that, you know, Jose Ramirez, we called him out first, and he said he had some other plans, something happened. I don't know what happened. But then we called out Matias, and he says, oh, they're calling me out because I'm hurt. You know, I got a hurt hand. He took a picture of it, all that stuff, whatever. So then we told him, oh, we'll fight you then after this fight. And now he's over here talking about, you know, rumors that he's fighting a guy named Leon Paro. So I really don't know what's going to happen at the 140 weight division. So we just trying to take different routes, you know, because my son wants to stay busy this year. We want to get at least 3 fights this year. So, you know, you'll see him back again in mid-June or July.
I know that you're mentioning, or he's mentioning, the names like Terrence Crawford. Is moving to 147 more in the near future than we think that it is?
He's a big boy. I mean, he could carry his own, you know. You already seen him. You know, Josh Taylor didn't fight the way he was fighting because he didn't feel his punches. I mean, Josh Taylor, we made him look the way he made him look because he respected my son. You know, he was feeling those punches, you know. So I always told everybody, you know, from all the young guys, you know, if you don't have that power and you don't carry it on in the weight divisions, you're going to have a lot of problems, you know. And we don't have to worry about that because my son has it all. You know, he has the gift of knowing how to box. He could box you, he could fight you, you know, and he could carry a punch. So we okay. We could move up to 147 with no problem. We'll take that fight with Terrence. You know, he knows that we're talking for real. You know, we ain't talking about Terrence because when we say a name, it's because we want to we want to fight that name. I was gonna say that, fight that name, but I didn't do it. All right,
Senior. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Any final words? Anything else you'd like to say?
All right, don't forget, just come and check my son out at Michelob Arena on February 8th, which is 2 days from now. Don't miss it. It's going to be explosive, the takeover, and you already know. I told everybody.
Thank you very much.
We need to think of a new advert for freebets.com.
Get your best betting offers from freebets.com.
Yeah, that'll do.
The following deals are now live.